नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये. Indra says, you said you will help us. You are a man of your word. How can you now take back all this? You should not do like this and all. And don't waste time. Time is of essence here. The Swayamvara is few days away. You please proceed immediately before she makes up her mind on something else. So go now, and they press him. They said, they make him, somehow they convince him that he should go. He is trying he tries some technical excuse. Yes, I can go, but how will I? You think I will be able to go and give her a message? What nonsense! She's a princess. The only time any of us will be able to see her is during Swayamvara. Before that, we will not be able to see her shadow also. She will be protected. Military will be guarding. No way we can go inside and meet her and ask her. There is no cell phone also. All these difficulties are there. How to go? Right. So these are problems. So Indra says, that and all, you leave it to us. What are we for? You will be able to go. But this message you have to give. So Nala very reluctantly says, okay. So he goes there, and when he reaches the palace of Damayanti, he is finding whole host of guards, all of them are frozen. All Sthambanam. By some gods, they got Ashtasiddhi, no? Devas. So they are all Sthambanam. Everybody is frozen. So he just directly walks into Damayanti's palace, and he enters Damayanti's chamber, and he finds Damayanti there sitting surrounded by her Sakhis, all her friends, and she is shining like a goddess. Damayanti there. Her Swayamvara is a few days away, so you can imagine she will be really shining like a super goddess at that time. Ativa Sukumarangi. She is looking exceedingly beautiful. Tanumadhya Sulochanam, of beautiful eyes. Akshipanti miva prabham shashinahasvena tejasa, and by her radiance she is putting the moon to shame, and she is sitting there among her friends. And Nala went, and with this message and he saw her, and he couldn't speak. It was whatever he had imagined was nothing compared to what he saw when he saw her. So he was finished. It was love at first sight for him. And so what will he say? But he has come to give a message. But that message he has to give. So he took a deep breath, and whatever was the emotion that was coming on seeing her, he just swallowed it. Okay. It's supposed to be a medicine, by the way. In our tradition, you can get anger, but you must swallow it. And you swallow that anger, the emotion that when it arises, then it is a medicine. So now he swallowed it, and but he's entered the room, and it's not that he's only seen her, they have seen him. So all these girls are looking, one bloody absolutely handsome among handsomest of men has suddenly entered the room, one king of some kind, dazzling by his noble presence. So when he just came in, all of them just got up. They just all got up with him. It's not that he's come and say, all of you get up. Just the presence of that kind of a charisma and nobility made all of them just get up to their feet, like Sri Krishna when he entered Duryodhana's, when Hastinapura, they all got up. Not that they had been told nobody should get up. Nobody, but they all got up. Like that, they all got up. Each one of them, my God, they are not thinking of the other girl at that time when they are seeing Nala, and not thinking of Damayanti or anything of that sort. They are all looking, my God. But the smartest among them, and indeed the by nobility the senior-most is Damayanti. So she has the first call always, right? That's the way life is. So there she was, and all these people had gotten up, and Damayanti knew she has to act quickly. Before any of these girls makes a fool of herself. So he says, Athainam smayamanam tu smitapurva vibhashini Vyasa describes her as Mitapurva Vibhashini. Purva Vibhashini is one who anticipates what you are going to speak and accordingly speaks before you speak. She knows what you have in mind and accordingly, do you want some water? If you are thirsty, before you ask, that question will come. Rama was supposed to be like that. Lord Rama. She is more than that. She is Mitapurva Vibhashini. Whenever she speaks, she smiles. She smiles and then she speaks. This is a quality. Okay. I mean, this is a very dangerous quality for the other person. So she smiles, she's read your mind, she smiles and she speaks before you speak. It's a big problem, that Nala also cannot handle this. So he's come with a different project. Now she's smiling and she's with a smile she speaks and she says, Kastvam, who are you? Who are you? That's all he asks with a smile. And then he's stuck dumb, he's just looking at her and then she says, Kastvam, who are you? You, if I may say, you look every inch perfect. Every inch of you is blemishless, she tells him. It's her palace, it's her Antapura. There's nobody going to go and tell anybody anything outside. She can order him to be killed actually. Nobody will be the wiser. So she is in perfect control. So she's saying, you look blemishless, you look perfect. In fact, the very sight of you, horses are dragging my heart. She tells him. I can see you and I know you're a sinless man, you're a brave man, I want to know who you are. If Damayanti says whatever she has said, it means that she already knows this can be none other than Nala. This has to be Nala. So she's asking him, who are you? Antakara. So now, Queen, so she said, then she asked, a little bit of smart girl. So she says, but how did you manage to come in? There's security all over. I mean, nobody can come in here like that. Are you a deva or something like that? My father, if he knows that somebody has entered this place, is terrible punishment. I mean, don't even think about it. Nobody is allowed to come here. So how on earth did you get through my security corridor? Who are you? He asked. Nala replied, Nalam mam vidhi kalyani devadutamihagatam. He is also not a stupid man, so he first says, I am Nala. Nala I am, he says. Nalam mam vidhi. Know me to be Nala. Kalyani, auspicious lady. It doesn't say Damayanti. Antaramasa Dikshidhar in the Tamil Pravachana, he says, in our tradition, you are not supposed to call your wife by name. So, Kalyani, he says. Then you have to call her something else. No, you have to call her, oh loved one, oh beloved, oh beautiful, oh sweetheart, or something like that. If you can't call her by name, then you have to call her by some good epithet, which is not a bad idea actually. Right? It's not a bad thought. No, but generally they end up calling as Are Mannu ki maa or something. In North India especially, Mohan ke Bapu, like that they'll call each other. But this is Kalyani. This is what Antaram Dikshidhar says. Nalamam vidhi Kalyani. I am Nala. Devadutamihagata. But I am here as a messenger of the Devas. The Devas, I have to tell you immediately, they have sent me to give you a message. Indra, Agni, Vayu, Yama, Varuna, all of them have together met me. They asked me to give you a message. They all desire you. They are all coming for Swayamvara and they have requested you to choose one of them. To her. He said, one blunt, he tells her. And you ask me how I came in. Nothing to do with me. It is by their power. Their prowess, they are able to do some things. I don't know how they do it. No, they are all standing frozen outside. I just walked in. Nobody stopped me and that's how I am here. The great gods have sent me to convey this message. And I have conveyed it to you. No, it's up to you. You may choose to do as you wish. You may choose to do as you please. Now the entire story of Nala is being told by Brihadashva to Yudhishthira. So that he tells him, Sa namaskritya devebhyah prahasya nalam abravit pranayasvayata shraddham rajam kim karavanite. So he was saying, he was pointing on one side, saying all the devas they were like that, in the direction he was pointing. They are all desiring. So she turned towards the direction and did one namaskaram. Sa namaskritya devebhyah. She did one namaskaram in that direction. Sa namaskritya devebhyah. And then she turned towards Nala and she laughed at him. Prahasya. She laughed. She had a good laugh at Nala. And then she spoke to him. She gave her hand and said, hold my hand. Pranayasva. Hold my hand. And then she said, Rajan kim karavanite. O king, what can I do for you? O king, I and all that I have is yours. With complete faith in this word of mine, you may get married to me. The Hamsa has already spoken to me, and the Hamsa's word have already conveyed everything to me. And this entire Swayamvara is being held why? It's being held so that I can choose you. That is why it is being held by my father. And if you do something stupid like this, giving this message, and if you continue to do something like this, and if eventually I do not get married to you, for some reason this does not happen, then I will die. I will give up my life. And she says, how also? So that he knows, either I'll take poison, or I'll fall into a fire, or I'll drown myself in water, or I'll hang myself. 4 possibilities she gives him. I'll poison myself, I'll burn myself, I'll drown myself, or I'll hang myself. And you will be responsible. You will be responsible for it. In one part of his mind, Nala was thrilled listening to all this. In another part of his mind, he was totally confused, because his responsibility had come there was a Dhuta of the Devas. See, he cannot go in with another file also. No, he has come with the main purpose. In between, if some sidetracking is happening, he's thought about it deeply on his way. So he had thought to himself that he is going there like Hanuman went to Lanka. His purpose is that Sita should be united with Rama. Rama has sent us as a Dhuta, Hanuman. Like that, the Devas has sent me as a Dhuta. Now I have to go and unite them, one of them with her. Now in between, now I am not doing that job properly. I have not lived up to it. He is thinking, he is confused, he is not able to, he is letting down the glorious tradition of Hanuman, etc. He is thinking in his mind. And on that note, we will conclude today. Har Namah Parvati Pataye Janaki Kanta Smaranam
Jai Jai Rama Rama
Gopika Jivana Smaranam
Govinda Govinda
Vetrivel Muruganukku
Hara
Shri Sadguru Swaminah
Jai
Shri Anjaneya Swaminah